What up, everybody? Yesterday I made a video talking about Unique vs. Ronnie. Is Ronnie Breeze or a snitch? But I reckon I released that video a day early because after I saw Stars released a whole bunch of Raising Kanan promo videos for Black Friday, including a couple videos that gives us a little more insight into Unique's brother, Ronnie Mathis. But it's all good. So today I'm talking about Is Ronnie Mathis Breeze Part 2, and also talking about who will be Ronnie's first kill once he is released from prison. Because judging off the promo videos alone, Ronnie's gonna be wild and a problem for a lot of people. Go ahead and leave your prediction in the comments. Do you think Ronnie will catch his first body on the show before the end of episode 1? And if so, whose Christmas is Ronnie canceling? Yesterday I asked the question, how is Ronnie going from having a life sentence without parole to being a free man? I also thought because of this there was a good chance that Ronnie was getting out because he agreed to be a snitch. But that wasn't it. Ronnie's getting released because he was arrested by a dirty detective named Ralph Sacristano, who manufactured evidence against Ronnie and at least 9 other men in order to get the conviction. So this is how Ronnie got out of prison. But keep in mind that there's 9 other men who are also getting out of prison. And also keep in mind there will be other characters added to Season 3 as well, including Ishmael Snaps Henry and his wife Stephanie Pop Henry. Snaps Henry's character description reads, Snaps is a living legend on the streets, former bank robber and OG dealer who now acts as a mentor and financier for up-and-comers like Kanan, along with his partner and wife, the love of his life, Stephanie Pop Henry. So with that description, it definitely sounds like he could have been in prison for bank robbery or something like that, and also gets released at the same time as Ronnie. Then he uses the money he had stashed away somewhere to start financing small drug operations. Also keep in mind that it has been said that D-Wiz's older brother had already been in and out of prison. So there's a chance that he gets out of prison also. But I do think that he had already got out in Season 1. But since we never heard anything about him, he might have already went back in for something else. And also keep in mind that they introduced Kanan's supposed uncle last season, Vernon, Defcon's younger brother, who Marvin said went to prison for robbing old ladies out of their SS checks. So if he gets out, that is just another menace back on the streets to stir up more trouble. Who else could be getting released from prison? Let me know if I missed anybody in the comments section. Plus, we don't know what other characters that have never even been mentioned yet might also be getting out of prison. Getting me back to Ronnie Mathis, who got out of prison a week earlier than Unique was expecting because TB was spreading in Albany, where Ronnie had been serving his time. This was a surprise to Unique, but even more of a surprise to his baby mama, who didn't know that Ronnie was getting out and had a look of terror on her face. Then when Unique went to say what's up to Ronnie, OG Kanan began to speak and said this about Ronnie. He said, Ronnie, Unique's big brother. You know the guy around the way that everybody avoid and stay clear of? Because he's so wild and up, Ronnie's the man who that man avoids. We also learned that Ronnie only did a 3-year prison bid, meaning he got locked up around 1990, only about a year before the Raising Kanan timeline started. This also lets us know that Unique was only running things for a couple years. And also that Rock most likely is very familiar with Ronnie because he was her direct competitor for 4 or 5 years after High Post was killed. Now we know why Season 1 started off with Rock breaking the agreements that Ronnie and High Post had arranged because Unique was still new to running things and she was testing him to see how he would respond. But when Unique greeted Ronnie, he was eating some cereal and didn't even get up to greet Unique because he said he didn't want his cereal to get soggy. That's when Unique said something very important. You ain't changed one bit, I see. Also, Ronnie was intently focused on some random TV show. And we know from Power that Breeze was a man who was stuck in his ways. And that is ultimately the reason why he was killed by Ghost and Tommy. We also know that Breeze was strong but not smart. And always kept the same routine of watching Jeopardy every night at 7:30. And so far by the clip we've seen of Ronnie, he is fitting the characteristics of Breeze. Unique even mentioned to Ronnie that he was all diesel now. Another clue implying that Ronnie is strong. One thing though, Ronnie is observant and he didn't seem to be stupid because he noticed the blood on Unique's sleeve and also knew that Unique was bull. All while staying focused on his TV show. Also keep in mind that Ronnie steps to Kanan in the season 3 trailer and asking him if he works for Unique. If Ronnie is Breeze, he will begin to bring the savage out of Kanan, and Ronnie might have even been the person who told Kanan, "You're not a real killer until you kill someone you love." Also, I had a few people in the comments yesterday trying to say Ronnie is too old to be Breeze because Breeze is only a few years older than Kanan. But this was never actually confirmed on the show. I also had people in the comments yesterday asking why Ronnie would start going by Breeze when everyone already knows him as Ronnie. But keep in mind that 50 Cent based Power off of the drug game, applying the laws of the 48 Laws of Power. And Law 25 of the 48 Laws of Power is to recreate yourself. Also, recreating yourself is part of the Season 3 theme. So possibly we will see history repeat itself and Ronnie will call himself Breeze like Kanan called himself Slim in order to finish turning Kanan against Rock like Kanan turned Tariq against Ghost. Getting me to Ronnie's first kill once he is out of prison. Obviously, this isn't Ronnie's first kill, period, just the first one we see on screen. But I do think that Ronnie will catch a body before the episode is over, just to show how dangerous he is. But it will also almost guaranteed be a non-significant member of the show. I'm thinking the most logical choice would be Detective Sacristano, the cop who manufactured evidence against Ronnie to send him away. The news report said that Sacristano was convicted, but it didn't say if he was sentenced or if he was in custody. So with that said, manufacturing evidence only holds a 5-year max sentence. So with Sacristano being a cop and having no priors, most likely he won't do any time anyway. It will only have to be put on probation. So I definitely see Ronnie canceling Christmas on Sacristano this episode. And there you have it. Leave your thoughts, theories, and predictions in the comments.